Hey Bobcats, I'm going to quickly go through a few examples using the Triangle Sum Theorem. Just a reminder, the Triangle Sum Theorem states that the measure of all the interior angles of a triangle adds to 180 degrees. You just saw a video that proves that, and so now we're going to use it. So we're going to find this missing angle right here. We're going to call it angle 1. So we want to find the measure of angle 1. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to add these up and subtract it from 180 degrees. So 180 degrees basically minus 81 minus 54 degrees is going to get us the measure of angle 1. Okay, I feel like it would be a lot easier for you guys if you just had a calculator out. It will go a lot faster. I know you can do these calculations by hand, and I do a lot too, but sometimes it's just convenient to just type it in and be done. Well, of course you have to type it in correctly first. Okay, so 99 and then minus 54. So that I'm finding that the measure of angle 1 is 45 degrees. So this right here is 45 degrees, okay? Now let's take a look at what this looks like for a right triangle. If it's a right triangle, we know that this angle right here is 90 degrees. So let's say that we're given an angle right here of 51 degrees, and we want to find the measure of this missing angle. We'll call it angle 2 since we did angle 1 on the last problem. So then what we're saying, and I'm going to format it differently than I did on the last problem, is that right angle, 90 degrees, plus this angle right here, 51 degrees, plus the measure of angle 2 is all equal to 180 degrees. And when we solve for the measure of angle 2, it ends up looking like this. This was kind of a one step ahead on the last problem. So let's do 180 minus 90. Oops, 180, take away 90, take away 51, and you're left with 39 degrees. That means that the measure of angle 2 is 39 degrees. Now the last type of problem that you're going to encounter is an isosceles triangle. So let's say that we know that isosceles triangles have two congruent angles, okay, so that the measure of those two are going to be equal. So that means 2 times, let's call this measure or angle 3, okay, so 50 degrees, this angle right here, plus the measure of angle 3, and then we can do that twice because there's 2 of them, plus the measure of angle 3 is equal to 180 degrees. So then we can subtract 50 from both sides and then divide by 2, and we should be able to get our missing angle. So 180, apparently I'm learning how to use a calculator still. Okay, so we get 130, and that 130 is split between those 2 angles. So I'm going to divide it by 2, and I find that the measure of angle 3 is 65 degrees. Okay? All right, Bobcats, you're going to spend the rest of the day working on IXL. Hopefully it goes pretty quickly. It will help if you have some scratch paper out and a calculator. The scratch paper is good to draw out the triangle if you can't visualize what it looks like. Sometimes for isosceles triangles, they're just going to give you one measurement, but they're not going to tell you whether it's here, here, or here. Well, these are the same. And so it will have you list all the different possibilities. So you're going to have to draw it several different ways and see what possible outcomes you could get. All right. As always, take a screenshot of any questions that you're stuck on and send me an email, and I will hopefully get you an explanation right away. Have a great day, Bobcats.